What began as a routine call outside a Dollar
Charge
Tree
of blackmail,
quickly
long
escalated
dreads,
into what
one
officers
with a white hat in
believed
the back
was
part.
an armed robbery. A woman reported that a group of men had stolen hundreds of dollars from her and
Let me see your
threatened to
hands.
shoot her if she fought back.
Roll down all four
Within
windows. Do it
minutes,
now.
officers located the suspects and conducted a high-risk
Hands
felony
out the
stop.
window.
But
Hands
as
out the window.
investigators reviewed surveillance footage
Driver,
and
step out of the
interviewed
car
everyone
slowly. Do it
involved,
now.
they discovered the situation
Thanks.
wasn't as straightforward as
Step
it
out of the
first
car. Do it
appeared.
now. Slowly walk back to me. Go that way. Spin around. All right. Everybody else, keep your hands up. Don't move. Yep. We're doing an investigation. Your radio down? 1 second. You're good. Take it down.
Yeah, it's down.
Just let me know when we got a second here, please. Or 30. Hold on 1 second, man. We'll figure it out. Relax. How many more people in the car? Just two? I got you, man. Front seat passenger, step out. Front seat passenger, step out.
I take my seatbelt off.
You're good, man. Step out. Slowly. I got you. Slowly.
I got no gun enough.
I got you. Do me a favor. Get on your knees right there, behind your car. Go that way. Go that way.
Man, I'm on the ground.
I got you, man. Just take one step to your right.
Come on, man. Goddamn, we ain't do nothing.
Do me a favor. Just don't move, all right? Appreciate you, man. Can we 10-12 this one? I'm out here real quick. Step out. You're good. I got you, man. We're just going to put you in cuffs for a minute, all right?
Yes, sir. Face the car for me.
Turn around, face the car. Thanks.
Yeah.
All right. Just go back to the front of this car right there. Yeah. Hey, car's clear, free to detain, code 481 for Well, boss, give us 1 second. We'll get it all figured out.
Y'all got the wrong call.
Okay.
Y'all got the wrong call.
Relax. Just relax.
Once the scene was secured, officers spoke with the woman who had called 911. She explained that a man inside the store approached her asking for money. According to her, the encounter escalated when she took cash from her and several other men surrounded her, leaving her frightened and believing she was in danger.
Yes. He said, you're not getting, because the lady in there, she was older, she seen them talking to me. He told me that he needed help with some money. I said, okay, well, I'll probably have, some change in my purse. And so he was by himself. He was by himself, so when I put my head down to reach in my purse, he was like, you might as well just give me all of that. I said, no, what are you doing? Then 6 dudes came surrounding me. And I was like, you guys are all together? And then once the lady said, get out of here with that, we walked this way, and then it was 2 cars filled with dudes all in the car. And so I was like, you know what? I really can't believe this. I was like, you don't know what type of protection I have on me. He was like, oh, you better back the up before I slap the out of you. And I was like, well, I'm already calling the police, and I went to record it. And he already had a driver waiting in the car.
Gotcha. Do you have your ID on you? So he initially asked you for money?
Yes, he asked me to help him with some money.
Okay.
He said he needed $100. No. And I said, I don't have 100, but I can give you something of what I have. I just got off work. Okay. He was like, you don't have a cash app or a card? I said, no, I'm not going to go that far. By the time I put my head down, he snatched it out of my hand. I was like, where are you going? And he was like, oh, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. And I was like, how are you going to steal money from me? You just asked me to help you with something. And I followed them out here.
Okay. And you can identify the guy that snatched the money?
Yes, I can. I know exactly how they look.
When he took the money out of your hand, did he make threats to you, or?
Yes, as soon as I said, give me back my money, that's all I have. I just got off work, I'm getting some food to feed my kids. He was like, you better back the up before I break your face. I was like, you don't know if I have any type of protection on me. And he was like, you're not going to do it. I promise you. And he was like, I got a burner and I will blow your face out. That's what he said, and that's what made me back up. Because he stood tall and went like that, and I backed up.
Can we check with each side for some help? Go.
And once he puts his fist out to swing, all of the guys surrounded me, and I backed up. And there was some lady here screaming, saying, "Please don't do her like that." And that's why they ended up going away.
Okay.
So
he said you better back the up before I break.
blow my
That was
face
while
off.
he had.
And that's when he had my money.
Gotcha.
He has a wad of money in his pocket.
Gotcha.
There's no telling how many people he's done that to.
What does he look like?
He's a tall guy, has on a white shirt, has on a hat, face is
Black
cratered. Black male.
Tall black male with a white shirt.
Yep, his
What kind
face
of
is
hat?
cratered. I don't remember the hat, but it's probably one that has to be out of lids or something. And the guy had the other guy he was with had a purse around him, had on shorts and a t-shirt. I think I want to say it was white.
Tall black male, white shirt.
Yeah,
what color hat?
I want to say the hat was blue and white or red and white.
Rapping off. What they say is when I had a gun or something, man, I beat up people playing 3-car Molly. That's why I said a red car wins, black you'll lose. And I got it recorded.
So he had a blue and white hat?
Yeah, I believe it was blue and white. It was a bright color, I don't remember.
Make sure this is our car.
Delta 6-4 copies. I'll take her for a shot right now. And what kind of car did they?
It was a black Dodge Charger.
Delta 11, come on scene at the Dollar Tree.
Alright, will you go do a show?
6-4, if you're 10-5 with the victim, just do the show.
I was like,
You got brains over there to say what?
huh?
You got brains over there to say what? That it was gambling? Yeah. That's they come. Whoever call and say whatever. Some people can't right there with no cars.
So again, people call, we gotta do an investigation.
Okay, but what first case they say what happened?
They're gonna have an officer talk to you in a minute, okay?
I don't wanna get you talking, then you're gonna have to repeat yourself over and over
Man,
again.
I repeat myself again. I'm recording. You're recording, right? Yes, I got body cameras, right? I was playing 3-car Molly. You give me my phone and sort of record what the people bad name my sister.
Alright, so you're just gonna look out the window over here, okay?
That's them. That's all of them need to go to jail. All of them.
Is which one is the one that took the money though?
Oh, do you want any 14, like 1404?
Which one's the one that took the money?
He's not in the car. He's not standing out there.
Is there what about him over there?
It's his ass.
Gotcha.
He has a pocket full of money.
Don't see him. Probably still on the phone robbery.
I'm yelling like this, but they all need to go to jail.
Bravo 41.
Especially that fucking job. I'm in the back of the police car right now.
Delta 6-4 to Delta 46. The male standing with you is going to be the one. Positive ID.
This is what, it's either him or him holding in his hand. Just don't want him to blow away.
Where you from, man? You been down here before? You been arrested down here before?
No. I had got pulled over one time.
You never had a charge for this or anything like that in the past?
No.
There was a group of guys doing the 3-car money thing a while back, and one of you guys got arrested. And I thought there was like a big group of them. You weren't part of that group?
No. Yeah. It's my first time ever coming to Daytona. Right?
Oh, really?
When you said he said something about playing a game, how did he word that?
He was like, I'll give you all your money back if you play a game.
If you play a game.
And I was like, I'm not playing no game.
Gotcha.
And then that's when I started getting loud, and the lady that was working here told us to get out of here with all that.
And is that when he said, I'll break your face?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, it was right there. Right there.
As detectives continued interviewing witnesses, inconsistencies began to emerge. Investigators reviewed surveillance footage from inside the store and compared it with the statements they had received. The evidence raised important questions about how the encounter had unfolded.
Can you write a statement for me?
What? If y'all catch him, they have the money on him. How does she get her money back? I'm thinking she probably would spend that shit.
Well, yeah, it depends. How much was it?
It was $600.
Jesus.
That's all her money she had.
That's all I had. So, you know what I'm saying?
What kind of bills were it in?
It was $400 bills, and the rest were 20s.
Okay.
I know he has hundreds on him because by the time I said I'm gonna call the police, he flexed money and was like, "I'm just about that," and he flexed a whole lot.
Okay.
Oh, I bet
But he had 20s.
Okay. So yours was $400 bills, and then what was?
And then 10/20s.
And then
10/20s.
10/20s.
Yes.
Okay. Let me let them know because obviously I'm here with y'all, so I don't know what's going on the other
So they've
side.
already got the guy?
They might. I don't.
I hope so.
Yeah, so basically, it's a game they play with cards. So they shuffle the cards around, whatever in the hand, and be like,
Playing that in Walmart?
yeah. Well, the lady over there told her that you get out of here playing the game. The guys were ready to walk off, and she followed behind her. So she kept winning, and then all of a sudden she lost.
Copy, thank you. Can you leave over a witness, please?
And that's when they took the money.
That's kind of what she's saying. And
that's what she told me.
She's writing a statement that she needs help because she speaks Spanish.
Yeah, I know you probably told the story like plenty of times. So this, so just tell me the story. I just came up and just tell me everything. Tell me exactly where you at in the store when you get ready to.
Okay. So you want me to tell you first or is it
Yeah, just tell me.
Okay, so I was standing right where it says the touch-free checkout next to the batteries.
Okay.
I was checking my emails because I initially walked in to make sure I had enough money on my card. So I picked up some tangerines, went to self-checkout, made sure there was money on my card, and then I pulled over to the side and started checking my emails. He approached me from the front, actually, so my head was down. He was like, yo, what's up? I was like, I was like, I'm kind of busy right now. He was like, I kind of need help. And I was like, well, what do you need help with? And then he was like, a trip. I was like, what trip? And he was like, to get back home. I was like, where are you from? He never told me where he was from. So then I'm like, right. So I was like, okay. And he was like, I was like, well, what do you need? And then he was like, $100. And I was like, I don't know. I could probably give you something. I could give you something towards it or whatever. So then I pulled out some money back. I'm trying to grab the 50 because this is how I have the money here. So as I'm trying to keep it in my purse without showing him how much I had, and he ended up snatching it. So I was like, what are you doing? He was like, we about to play a game. I was like, what game? He was like, if you play a game, I'll give you all your money back. I was like, I'm not playing no game. And then that's when I said that. That's when 3 guys came up behind me and was like, play the game, shorty, play the game. And I was like, no, I'm not playing no game. And he was like, you play the game, I'll give you more than what I took from you. I said, no, I don't want that. He said, I'll give you $2,000. I said, I don't want $2,000. Can you just give me my $600? So the guy that had the black t-shirt on with the dreads, he was like, we got it, just play the game, we'll give you back whatever. You don't want more? Why you want less? You don't want more? I was like, no, I just got off work. I came here to pick up some fish and stuff because I'm about to go home and cook. I was like, can you just please give back my money? He was like, no, you're not getting shit. So that's when the lady was like, y'all go ahead on out of here. I said, no. I said, give me back my money. Like, I'm not playing. He was like, show out if you want to, and I'll break your face. And I was like, you're not going to do nothing to me. He was like, I promise you I'll show you. He was like, come on, I'm going to show you. I was like, I promise you you're not. So he was like, all right, bet. So he pulled up his pants, and then him and the other 3 guys all started walking down here. So I started following him. He was like, you want to follow me? You want to follow me? I'm going to show you. I was like, yeah, I'm going to follow you. I'm going to record you, and I'm going to call the police if you don't give me back my money. We got outside to that end down there, and then we went all the way outside. Yeah, we walked towards there. But she told us to get out the way. So, but his car was already parked on this end. That's why he walked that. So when I walked outside, it was this lady in a gold car, and she was like, she seen us having a confrontation, and she was like, don't do her like that. You already gave it to me. Just give her money. Give her her money. So I was like, what are you talking about? And then he was like, she's not getting shit. She's not getting shit. Keep walking up on me. I was going to punch her in her shit. I was like, you're not going to do nothing to me. I said, you don't know what type of protection I have. You don't know who I am. You don't know who child you're messing with. So he was like, bet. And then when he stood tall, put up his pants, and went like that with his hand, that's when I backed up. And I pulled out my phone, and I was like, I'm calling the cops. And then I followed him all the way to the car. He was like, you keep following me to my car, I'm going to shoot you in your face. I was like, well, we're going to see who gets to the gun first. Okay. And that's when you know what I'm saying, he started talking all crazy, and they all started trying to surround me again. And that's when I backed off and started running towards my car.
So at any time while you were standing over there, did you play the game with them at all?
So he told me when he said if he played the game, he was like, if you play the game, I'll give you back your money. I was like, no, I don't want to play. I was like, no, I don't want to play the game. I was like, why do you have to play the game? He was like, this is before it got physical. I was trying to talk him out of doing whatever he wanted to do. So he was like, just pick a card. I was like, no. He was like, just follow me. I said, why are you talking to me?
Some sort of game.
Just around our hands. I said, why are you talking to me? You're not asking about my money, but you're talking. So that's when the guy was like, just play the game. Just play the game. I said, I don't want to play the game. So then the guy came up and he was like, bro, this one right here. So I was like, y'all together? And he was like, no, we're not together. I was like, y'all got it. I was like, y'all got to be together. So he was like, nah, we ain't. So I was like, he said, do I have a gun? Oh, so I was like, no, I'm not playing the game. So he was like, sure, I'll give you whatever you want if you just pick a card and we'll give you $2,000. I was like, why do I gotta pick a card? He was like, pick one shit, I'll pick first. And then the guy picked the card, and then I guess that wasn't the card. So he was like, you tell me which one. I was like, I don't know, probably that one. And then he was like, no, that's not it. And then the guy came back again. The guy with the dress came back again. And he was like, this is what he said. He said, I'll put a stack on the game. And I was like, y'all keep coming over here. We're not playing no games again, nothing. But the whole time, they're all together. Y'all all came together.
So you had any time doing all that, you played the game.
I texted
I didn't play the game with him, but I did pick
$100 bills
once I can get my money.
10-20s, yeah.
Where were you at?
I texted him,
But I stayed at the same spot. We never
They know. They said that's what he has.
That's exactly. She said he had a stack of money too.
Yeah, he has.
Just at the end. Just at the end. When he said you could pick which one, whatever card is red, I'll give you your money back plus $2,000. So that's when the dude came in and picked. And then I was like, damn. He was like, I think it's this one right here. But he had two guys distracting me. He had two other guys with him, and they started playing. And that's why I was like, damn, why you gonna do me like that at all? He was like, oh, shorty, your time's up, you lost.
So when you standing over there, he told you to pick a card. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, he told me to pick a card once towards the end. He didn't approach me and say play a game.
Okay.
He didn't approach me and say none of that. He approached me about a game once. I said, give me back my effing money, and he was like, how about we play a game and you get your money back plus more?
So we understand you're a victim, right? We understand that, but we're just trying to get to the bottom of everything. If you played the game, that's fine if you did, but we're still trying to figure out what's going on, because when they get ready to write the report, they need to start from the beginning
to the end.
So that's why I keep asking if you play the game, because we watched the video.
Right.
And we're just trying to get to the bottom of it.
Right.
You are a victim. We know that for sure, but we're just trying to get to the bottom of everything. So how many times did you play the game?
Once.
You only played it once?
Yeah, to get back my money. He was like, if you tell me which card is red, I will give you back your $600 plus more, which was the $2,000.
So how did you get the $600?
He snatched it. Once I had it in my hand like this, I had my money in my hand. He was like, you know what? He was like, you know what? I'll do this. He was like, how about I couldn't even talk. He was doing all the talking, and his homeboys was distracting me. Once he snatched my money, I was like, damn, why you doing all that? He was like, hold on, I'm finna do something. I said, what are you finna do? I said, no, just give my money back. You tripping. And that's when, once he snatched the money from me, that's when all of them like came in on me. So I was like, damn, I can't really do nothing in this spot right here.
Okay.
I just looked at the video and I didn't see him snatch the money from me. Where did you have the money at?
I had the money right in here.
Yeah, I didn't.
I had the money.
I must have missed something.
Listen, the money was right here. I had the money like this. When I told him, I said I got 100, but I'll give you some change. I had to go in my purse and get change because he was never going to get $100. He approached me to ask for some money to go back to whatever trip he needed to go back to. I could tell he wasn't from here. I never seen him a day in my life. I've been here all my life.
Well, see, that's what we're trying to. We understand you're a victim, and we're not trying to say you're not a victim at all, right? Because you filling the statement out, that means you are a victim.
Right.
We're just trying to get the whole complete story. That's what we're trying to do. And like I said, if you play the game, you play the game. You're not in trouble for playing the game.
Right, I know.
But we're just trying to get to the bottom of everything. That's why we keep asking you.
He's willing to give you your money. How much was it?
$600, and I still.
He's willing to give it back.
Sir, he's still
He's at the dollar.
So if somebody comes up to you trying to play games with you, I would
He
probably
didn't approach me to play a game. He never approached me to play a game. The first approach was to go to a trip.
Okay, so we watched the video, and you're playing with him and handing him money, and you're playing a 3-card game, which is illegal in Daytona. You can't gamble. That's gambling. Okay. So he's willing. The other 2 guys were in it with him. They all know each other. Okay, so they were trying to play, and that's what they do. So he's willing to give you the $600 back if you want to go to the Dollar Tree where you were just at and get the money from him.
Coordinate with the officers at Dollar
But what
Tree. Let her
about
know.
the other guys as well? Because they got real aggressive.
Girl.
They were just standing next to you. I don't know.
No, I'm not
And then take it out? Yeah, if you want to take it out.
Do you have a car?
Yeah, my car is parked here.
Okay, that'll drive, yeah.
You know what the Dollar Tree is?
Yeah.
Like on Dublin Plaza?
Yeah.
They're right there.
But
So just go there and get your money. You can still
pay for the charges?
There's no charges to press, is what we're saying. There's no actual robbery. You played a game with him and exchanged money. You gambled.
3-car Monte, M-O-T-E. It's a city ordinance violation for it.
What kind of car you?
Just meet an officer over there. They have
The case took an unexpected U-turn. After reviewing the available evidence, officers concluded
Hey, boss man.
that the events
That's
did
two
not
wheels. He
match.
just can't take it to the jail, so.
The original report, in
He's got a little
several
like a
key
traffic offense
respects,
warrant.
the investigation
Like
shifted from
driving
searching
without
for
license.
robbery
Like
suspects
failed to appear.
to examining the accuracy of the
No big deal.
911
$200
call
bond,
itself.
bond out.
She took off while I was in the security office.
They take a ride for
So, also, just so you know, on the video that they watched, there's her exchanging money to him behind the register where she said he initially snatched it. There's no snatching, it's an exchange. And then they go back outside and she exchanges money with him again. There's no...
How did she get over here? She drove?
I have no idea. I was in the security office watching footage and detective was standing by there and I walked out and she was gone.
Alright, so she I think she called 911. And we can call. I mean, we can charge her with misuse of 911. I mean, she could have called. I mean, we're going cold. We had everyone up. We would have authorized a pursuit. So she's gonna go for filing a false police report. Go tell Santos to hook this guy up for gambling.
Okay.
So we got 3 out of 4.
You want me to swear her and get her to sign this before?
You can. It's not. I mean, it's on everybody. She's lying to everybody. She keeps saying about her. He took the money and there's no video. Did we get video from Walmart?
I have it in my car, yeah.
The video from Walmart?
I have the desk, yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
So we're good. So explain to her what happened. We'll give her
Take
money
it for
back.
misuse of 911.
That or I'm filing a false police report.
You do me a favor. I didn't swear you to this yet, but just raise your right hand, state your name for me.
Aisha Edwards.
Okay, you understand it's a crime to provide false information in a criminal investigation. You'd be charged with perjury for doing so?
Yes.
You swear and affirm that the following information is the truth to the best of your knowledge?
Yes.
Alright, listen, you signed right here.
Where to sign at, sir?
You're gonna sign right here.
First and last name?
Yep. And then today's date.
This is first.
And then just put you don't need to put anything here, just put today's date, 3/26/24. And I just need you to put the address of the state here. I'll finish this part.
Where, are you able to tell me where they from?
I'm not. I'll explain
They're
something.
not from here. You know that, right?
Yeah.
They're not. And look at him being so aggressive over there yelling to the other officer.
Alright, stand by for a second.
Hello?
Alright, go do me a favor, put your hands behind your back. So, you're going to be gone for misuse of 911.
Misuse of what?
911.
Misuse of 911?
Correct.
Of what? You can't do this. Do I at least get my money back from the temp?
Yeah, we'll get your money back.
What's going on? My phone is dead. You said I'm going to jail for misuse of 911.
Call 12. Get the transport.
You can't be serious right now.
Absolutely serious. We watched the video of what happened. Completely different, and your phone call triggered a response where we got certain resources up and we're responding a certain way that puts people in danger, puts us in danger, puts...
Caller initially called in, said she needed to get an abusive person out of their house. He just grabbed their son aggressively and it grabbed beautiful money. While they were on the phone, the money failed, supposed to walk down. Said during the dispute, he grabbed a kitchen knife, started to go after her with it, but then instead grabbed her clothes and started cutting
I
them.
didn't play a game from the whole beginning. He asked me $100 a trip back to where he came from.
Possibly in a gray Dodge with either the first three characters, 483 or 348.
There's a video showing you giving him.
Yeah, I gave him $100. I gave him that. Once he seen I had more, he said, "Do I have change?" And he snatched the rest of the money out of my hand.
But can I just explain something to you? You initially told me, right, when I talked to you in the parking lot, that he asked you for $100.
Yes.
You said that you said no, but you were willing to give him some money. So you
Yes.
reached in your purse. You said at that point he reached in your purse and snatched a wad of $600 out of your purse. That's what you told me. You said 4 hundreds and the rest were 20s, right? Okay, the video does not show him anybody ever reaching in your purse and taking money.
He did snatch it
The
from me,
video
sir.
shows an exchange of money between you and him.
And that's what I gave him.
Okay, the video shows an exchange of money between you and him inside the Walmart and then after you walk outside of the Walmart.
So y'all just...
So we're responding...
Cases like this demonstrates why investigators rely on more than first impressions. Body-worn cameras, surveillance footage, witness interviews, and physical evidence all help determine what actually happened. The initial report may start an investigation, but the evidence is what ultimately shapes its outcome.
Okay, but you didn't tell me anything about him threatening...
I hope you like this video. Like, subscribe, and share. We'll get back to you with another body cam video, another incident. Stay tuned.
Can she just search? Can you search her for me?
So what are y'all charging her with?
Misuse.
73 Delta 10, can you go back over to task, please?
You got anything on you? Anything you want to leave with her?
The issue that we're having is like when me and you initially talked about it, you said that he asked you for $100.
Right.
You said, I'm not going to give you that much, but you started reaching into your purse to get money, and then he reached in and snatched money. You didn't tell me that you had given him $100, and like the story, I guess, is like, you see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
The story, because what you told me, what you described to me, is a strong arm robbery, which is a felony, which is a big deal, which means like, we're going to get the helicopter up. If we spot the car, we're going to chase it. Like,
right.
All that stuff is going to happen because you're telling me, based on what you're describing initially, that you were robbed. And then we talk a little bit more, and it starts to change up a little bit. And then we watch the video, and I'm not saying you guys weren't standing there talking where you said you were, because we see you in the store talking where you said you were.
Yeah.
However, on the video, we don't see anybody reach in and snatch a wad of cash. We don't see anything that resembles a strong arm robbery. Do you understand what I'm saying? Which is what you initially described. So that's why our supervisor made the decision, which is why we're here right now. And again, with these things, you go to court for it. You can describe, you know what I mean? You're free to tell what happened. However, based on what just happened, the sequence of events with our initial response,
yeah.
The crime that you had described to me, and then us investigating it further and it not meeting the criteria for a strong arm robbery. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Right.
That's why we're here right now.
I mean, did you guys find a gun?
No.
You find no gun?
No.
Well, you was just all talking. So you guys didn't see where once he took, like, they came all in at one time. You guys didn't see that?
We see people standing around there, but we don't see anything that looks like anybody's being threatened, anybody's being forced to give money, it looks on video, what it appears to be is a consensual exchange of money.
That's crazy.
And again, like, you told me initially about the game. He said, hey, if you play the game, I'll give you your $600 back, but you had initially told me that he snatched all out of your purse. And then you told me that you told him you were not going to play the game. However, when our detective followed up and interviewed you,